XYZ Corporation is a large firm that focuses on providing utility services to its customers. The company has a fairly large procurement or purchasing department that acquires equipment for all aspects of the company. XYZ Corporation regularly makes very large equipment purchases that can run into the millions of dollars. John Smith, a purchasing agent for XYZ Corporation, asks 5 companies for bids when purchasing a large piece of equipment. Because of the scale of the project, management is very involved as to what companies are bidding as well as reviewing the proposals. Ultimately, it is the purchasing agent's decision what company to buy from, but he needs the approval of management. The piece of equipment XYZ was purchasing was going to be a couple of $1 million. An executive at ABC Company, which was competing for the equipment purchase, called James Fine, an executive at XYZ Corporation, to influence him to purchase from his company. James Fine passed his personal opinion on down to John Smith, who narrowed down the proposals to 2 companies, ABC and DEF. John was leaning toward DEF Company because the equipment performed the same but was slightly cheaper. After hearing where the executive stood, John became nervous that if he selected his choice of DEF over James' fine choice of ABC, then he could lose promotional potential and damage his career. He does not know what to do. Does John choose DEF Company and save his employer a couple of $1,000s, or does he put his career aspirations before his job responsibilities by being pressured into selecting ABC Company? James is using authority as the central force to get John to purchase the equipment from ABC Company. By James using his authority to pressure John's decision, John is at a crossroads of what to do. John's dilemma deals with the agent's or person's traditional ethical theory. Wick's business ethics states that persons of integrity usually have high moral standards and strength of character. Should John please the executive to advance his career, or should he be an individual with integrity who lives by virtues? James follows the amoral leadership theory to influence John to pick the company of his choosing, in this case ABC Company. James is not concerned if the outcome is desirable for his employer, he is just worried about getting his way. In Wick's business ethics, when referring to amoral leadership, effective leadership is defined as the attainment of stated objectives without concern as to the goodness or the end or of the means. James cared more about the executive at ABC Company than the results of his employer, XYZ Corporation. John should make the correct ethical decision to purchase from DEF Company because the equipment is cheaper and has the same capabilities. It is John's job to follow the purchasing procedures set forth by XYZ Corporation, regardless of who tries to influence him. By staying true to who he is, John can become a man of great integrity. If XYZ Corporation or James Fine try to depress John's career, then John should consider moving to another company.